I closed the door behind me and flipped the switch. The light was dim. The bathroom was tidy, but not clean. Heat from the register on the wall sputtered and pinged beside me, pumping more than it really should. I stood with my face a few inches from the mirror in my bathroom, staring into the eyes in front of me and blinking as little as possible. Beads of sweat gathered along my hairline. I knew something wasn't right about it. That wasn't my reflection. Though it looked like me, it was something else. Something sinister with intentions I wanted to explore. I wanted to know why night after night there was a sharp tapping that kept me awake, but would suddenly disappear when I entered the room. It's true. A part of me was frozen with fear, but another part of me wanted the sick fuck exposed. It took a couple minutes before anything happened, but the longer I stared, the more its face distorted. The first time it startled me, causing me to glance away. Looking back, it was what I thought to be my reflection. A tired man in his late 20s, with a mess of curly ash blonde hair strewn against his head. The beginning of crow's feet carving themselves into the edges of his sunken eyes. Days worth of stark stubble stretched across his face and neck. This wasn't me. I started over. No breaking eye contact this time. I was dedicated to discovering what was behind this pseudo-image. Another couple minutes went by. It began with its mouth. The edges of its lips became smudged and slightly discolored. Sweat ran down my forehead and along my cheek. Next was its nose, slowly inflating as it became bulbous. The rest of its face lost human shape, and then, in a split second, everything snapped back to normal. Everything was silent. I was abruptly chilled. I tried to speak, but no sound escaped me. I looked at the register and knelt down to touch it. Ice cold. I stood up and was greeted by a more charming reflection of myself. Clean-shaven, hair neatly adorning a face of spry young man. I raised my hand to my face and felt the coarse grip of hair along my jaw. I tried to scream, but it was as if someone had pressed mute in this world. It looked at me, tilted its head to the side, and slowly smiled. The edges of its mouth pulled back far past its molars as its eyes went wide with malicious intent. It stared at me for what felt like an eternity. With no assistance, the door on the other side of the mirror opened, though mine did not, and he left me standing. No reflection. Only a window to a world I once belonged to. The door on my side was stiff, and the knob was still. Again I tried shouting, but to no avail. Tears streamed down my face. I felt defeated. I climbed up on the counter to try and see more through the open door. Nothing. I sat on the counter, trapped, sobbing and deafened by complete silence. I slowly raised my hand, placed my finger against the glass, and began tapping.